I think I'm being carried away. Showing you people how I'm trading. This last week, I could have just recovered my accounts. My account was 1% down. When we entered the new week, I entered another drawdown. I lost the trade on Tuesday. Which was 3%, 2% down. I lost another trade Thursday, which was 3% down for the week. On Friday, there was an opportunity which I could have used to recover these accounts. I was up $450, which is 3%. I could have closed. Reason is that there is a blueprint which I follow. I follow my trading blueprint. I just can't imagine myself screenshotting a 3% trade and not closing it. The last time this happened was on my phase 2. I was screen recording a 5% trade running unrealized profits. I was just carried away and forgetting my blueprint of the drawdown. Now there is a rule I use in drawdown. When I'm on drawdown on my accounts, there are rules I follow. Now the rule is, if I'm in drawdown, the first priority is to recover my drawdown before any other thing. Now, when the trade was running $150, the first thing I should have done is just to click close all trade, so that I could just come back, make sure my account is intact before thinking of making profits. But this idea was not there. I was just kind of, if they are not going to hit my take profits, I'm not going to close the trade. Let me just show all the trades I took. I'm going to teach my strategy. I think after this video, I'll start to teach my strategy. I'm a bit worried about withdrawing December, January. Now February is already ticking, just because of little mistake, little overlooking of the blueprints. And it's not good as a trader when you overlook the blueprints. It's not good as a trader. From Tuesday, let's take good on the chart here. This is Monday. We could have traded Monday. But on Monday I had other things I was doing, but we could have traded Monday. When I came and there was no bullish fair value gap actually, then I was bearish. But I wanted some certain things to happen. I was not concentrating on Monday. That's just the end of the story. On Monday, I was not concentrating on Monday. This is a parental fair value gap. There was no child fair value gap during London. There was a child fair value gap during New York time. I didn't trade Monday. Let me go to Tuesday. Now we had this the first thing, we had this parental fair value gap showed momentum. I have another parental fair value gap during London. There was no retrace to that parental fair value gap, just a little retrace. But when the price was ready, London Keyzone was over. This is me not thinking, not following my blueprint. London Keyzone was over when the chart fair value gap came, which means there is no trade. I have to wait for New York because the Keyzone is over. But I just clicked. I was just over. I just wanted to have this payouts. Not following the blueprints. I'm not trading. I'm not trading. I'm just trying to get payouts. I'm not trading. And it's killing my trades, killing my APT curve. My APT curve is just negative because of this illusion to get payouts. This happened in January and it's likely close to happening in February again, missing my payouts day because of illusion of getting payouts. This fair value gap, immediately they got into this fair value gap. Yes, they showed a little bit of interest. They showed a little bit of sellers in India, and we executed. But is out of Keyzone, which is out of the blueprint. We shouldn't trade it. We shouldn't open position. We shouldn't trade it. We should just keep calm. That's why I tell you, boring trades are the most trades that you could get. If we follow the blueprint, there was no trade on Tuesday. Let's go to Wednesday. Now, because of what happened, I had so much relief on Tuesday trade that Tuesday could get me something, and we will up from there. We'll start from there. Now on Wednesday, we had a fair value gap. Now the parental fair value gap is in the hourly here. I'm not teaching the strategy, please. Notice that I'm not teaching the strategy. There are many other things. How we study the prices to know where it's going to go up and how it's going to come down, and we have to enter all those kind of things. Now we had the first stop loss on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we had fair value gap. Because of this trade, I lost on Tuesday. It affected me psychologically. I was everywhere like thinking maybe I'm going to lose on my funded account and I will start from beginning again. This fair value gap, they came to this fair value gap below 50%. That's an ideal entry. Or you wait for a quick momentum to make sure that you see that buyers are also in this fair value gap, this imbalance here. There are others being stacked in there. If you wait for the momentum, immediately the candle closes, you can just enter. When this one wants to manipulate, when this candle wants to manipulate, number one, or you enter immediately it closes and place your stop loss below the fair value gap. But you can't do that on good too. You can't do that on good. You can't place that type of stop loss on good, and the market is so volatile that you can't place that. So I wanted a little retracement, but I didn't see that happening. I missed it. Now this fair value gap going to New York, like the bearing the 9:30 a.m. going to New York 9:30 a.m. I should have seen this fair value gap. I was here. I marked it, but I've marked it now because I didn't take the trade. This day Asia blah blah blah. This day Asia fair value gap momentum. Everything out there. I didn't take those trade. I didn't take. Now Wednesday was a seek and destroy day. No matter anything you do on a seek and destroy day, you're going to be taken out. No matter how good you are. No matter except I don't know, but no matter how good you are, you're going to be taken out on a seek and destroy day. I think Wednesday was a seek and destroy day. We had the parental fair value gap. Price came to reach, created this child fair value gap. Coming back to reach. 50% is an ideal entry, so we entered by 50% trying to target this idea, but we didn't see that they smoked off and blah blah blah. If you entered here, maybe saying after the drop you entered here, you could have still be taking that, except you're using a very very massive stop loss, which I don't see myself doing in good, and that has been killing me. Yeah, this is the ideal day which would have recovered all these accounts Friday. We have this Asia accumulated. This guy started moving. We created a fair value gap. This is a child fair value gap. It's not a parental fair value gap. Now, when they came to the child fair value gap, 50% is an ideal entry. Now, I started building position. This is why I don't like hitting drawdowns. This is why I don't like hitting too many stop loss. My ideal stop loss are like 3%, and I'm up. If I'm not up, it affects me psychologically. This trade are supposed to start to build with 0.05. That's idea 0.05, but I started building with the least loss side, which is 0.01. I built one position here. When the candle closes, I now entered with 0.05, which is very very wrong. In that sense, it's very wrong. I could have built from the below 50% with 0.05. That's just it. And I entered this trade. The trade also moved $150. Trade moved $150, but I didn't close. I was just waiting for these guys to get here. They'll recover my accounts and maybe secure a payouts. Actually, what I was targeting here was $250. $150 recover my payouts, $100 payouts secured, and I didn't get that. Now the idea here was very very clear. The idea here was very clear. Now, when this retracement was happening, I was thinking on my mind, this retracement is acceptable. It's acceptable because we are approaching end of London season, so the retracement is acceptable. When they kicked in again, momentum kicked in, this candle acceptable. This candle should have exploded, but inability of them exploding, okay. But the close bullish is acceptable. But this candle coming down showing bearish momentum is not acceptable. Maybe it's acceptable to an extent, but this other candle, the second bearish candle, is not acceptable. This candle should explode, because after small ranges comes explosion, but I didn't see that yet. This place I should have collapsed the trade. The idea should have been gone. I should have been off the trade. But having that, saying okay, since I just moved a little bit of break even to very this one is break even. I didn't secure anything. I couldn't even secure commission. They even took commission from my account, and that's not professional. For me, I should have changed that. That's not professional. I think when they kicked in here, when this candle, let me be able to see it now. right? This candle here, this green candle here, I wanted them to from here explode to the upside. That was the idea when I saw that. But I was surprised when later I came back. I saw that these guys went lower, took me out and dragged way up, bro. Dragged way up. If I didn't move to break even, it would have been the man. It just taps, hunts, another hunts, and they will be off. So my direction. And I've been checking through my journal. I've been reading my journal to understand if we can increase our move rate and reduce the stop hunts. The risk reward is on our side. This is 1 is to 10. The risk reward is on our side. Somebody who could have said, why can't you increase this thing? How I teach it, there is this one of my female friends I'm teaching her to trade. Now, I teach her to place below the fair value gap, number 1. Number 2 is to place below the last swing low. Number 2. Another one is to understand if there is another fair value gap, which ones immediately you entered. Now, you now kind of, that one is hard to manage. I teach her down on how to manage the trade. But another idea is to place your stop loss this down candle. Bro, only this small stop loss you see here is 40 pips, 46 pips, and this 46 pips is using 0.1. Using 0.1 is $46, and that's close to 1%. It's close to 1%, and I'm not risking 1% on my funded. I'm risking 0.5. I'm risking 0.5% on my funded. I'm build. There is one risk management I use in my valuation, which is building my accounts, building my profits, building my position. Is just if I enter with 0.01 and they move and show momentum. Once they move and show momentum to my direction, what I do is to move my stop loss to break even. When I move my stop loss to break even, I open another new trade. The new trade is going to bear the stop loss of the break even. Now the first trade now is not risk free. If the two of them go without hitting me, that means I've kind of secured another profit instead of just allowing that trade to run like that. And I'm not, for me, I see it as maximizing the pips and getting profit from your runs instead of just leaving your trades to just go like that. This week should have been better. I should do better. I think I should do better. Let me check. Let's check the dashboard. Let's check our dashboard. My dashboard is down 3%. I can't lie. I'm showing. Let's enlarge it. My dashboard is down 3%. This 3%. This 3%. We are down 3%, and equity curve. This $150. We are down 2%. Is equity curve. Equity curve is bleeding again. But the other account is down, same down 3% to lose. That one is down 3% to lose, which means it's just $150 to lose that one. That account I dedicated it to one of my friends, but that's not that he's trading it, so he's late. He's so rest in peace. Dedicated that account to one of my friends, but I don't know why that account is bleeding so much, and the account is going to hurt me if I lose that account. It's going to hurt me because that account is for something. But this is my personal account. I call this one my personal account. It's bleeding already, but I understand everything. If we go lower, we're still gonna recover. It was very emotional this last week. We only have 1 week left. We only have 1 week left in February. If we don't secure payouts in February, I'll be very down. I'll be very down, and that's it. 3 months without payouts is very hard on me. Just little details are making me to lose payouts. I should do better. That's just it. Let's see how the week is going to be. ICT. Don't forget to check the link in the description to buy your own profile. Check the link in the description to get your own profile. Also join our Telegram. Every week I drop the focus, how the market is going to be, how the market is going to move. For the direction, trust me, we call the direction back to back. Both anyway, we call the direction back to back, both on GJ and on gold. We call the direction back to back. The only problem is this stop point, and we are going to fix it. It's not going to pass this year. It's not going to pass this year because we are chasing a bigger account. We can't carry this type of stop point to a bigger account. We cannot carry this stop point to a bigger account. Peace out, guys.